Hey, what's up you guys? This is WhiskeyPancakes, and today we're playing Super Mario Bros. U. Instead of doing story mode, I thought today we would go over the challenges, the special challenges to be exact, because they're pretty difficult and an interesting new addition to the Mario Wii U game, and I thought these were some of the toughest, so I thought this would be helpful if we could go over them. So, because I'm lazy, and because I'm not that great of a player, I'm going to do the replays of what I did to get the gold medal the first time around, because otherwise we'd be here all night. So without further ado, let's start off with the first challenge. So the very first challenge is Fire Bro. Right here you have to dodge the fireballs that are being thrown at you by the Fire Brothers for 40 seconds in order to get the gold medal. You want to make sure you're jumping at the right time, but try not to do too many mid-air jumps because that will often drop you right on top of the next fireball. And once you hit 40 seconds, you've already earned the gold. And at 50, it times you out, and we complete the level and move on to the next. So in Graceful Glide, you have to soar from one enemy's head to the next, as Wombat Mario. The key here is to make sure that you soar as far as you possibly can before you use your boost jump, so that way you can land on top of the enemy's heads. It's a relatively easy challenge also, like the last one, but it's all about timing. So be patient. And once we grab the fifth one up, we soar on over to the flag and collect our next gold medal.
Oh yeah, Mario time!
Mole to goal. Now this one is a pain in the ass, but not nearly as bad as one that takes place later in the game. On this one, you have to take the mole on the boat to the very end of the level, while enemies come at you left and right, and of course, Mr. Mole tries to chase you and knock your ass off the boat. Not very appreciative of you trying to get him to safety. So obviously the most difficult part of this level is to avoid being hit by the mole and also keeping him alive, because it's so tempting to just allow him to run off into the poison, but then you lose and have to start all over again. So be patient, you'll be done with him soon enough. And there we go. Walk up the stairs, get him to safety. I wasn't sure if that's all I needed to do, so I waited for him to touch the flag, and there we go.
Oh yeah, Mario
We are done, and he's happy. Marathon Glide. This one, you have to reach the goal without touching the ground. The only way to do that is to be the Flying Squirrel Mario, not Wombat Mario as I said earlier, and bounce off the heads of your enemies. So it's a little bit similar to the last one when he was Squirrel Mario, except now instead of one-ups, you're just trying to make it to the very end. This level takes some practice, but once you figure out where the enemies are exactly, it's a lot easier to assess when you need to be doing your little boost fly, or just spend some time gliding until you get to the next guy. Close call right there. And almost to the end. Oh, so close. I still love Giant Level. I think it's one of my favorite worlds ever in Mario history. That or the Sand World. Sand World's always fun. Alright, looks like we're coming up to a flag. Grab the gold medal. Oh, skip the gold medal. Forget it. And we're done. Good job, Mario.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
Nice flying. So then we'll move on to the next one, Bubble Up. This one's probably the quickest once you get the hang of it. All you have to do is take the blue Yoshi and use him. There's a little bit of flair for you. Use him to blow bubbles to get you to the top of the level. I think I managed to do this in one try, after trying about 50 times before that, so... Oh, there it goes. Looks easy enough. Nonstop Flight. So this is a little bit similar to the giant one. You can't stop anywhere. You have to bounce off the enemies to get to the very end of the level. I guess it's a little bit tougher because you have projectiles flying at you left and right, and from up above. So I thought I was gone there. But I don't remember this one being too difficult because you have the rocks that are coming at you so much that it's kind of easy to get that extra little boost. And once you pass these 50 guys throwing boulders at you, you make it to the flag, and this level is done.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
Be gentle to giants. Now this one was one of the last ones I was able to beat because it's a little bit tough to not hurt any of the giants in the level. I just have that tiny mushroom back there, so I'm wondering if you could actually kill him. Who knows? I'm not taking my chances. So this one is probably the most complicated level in a sense where you have to make sure that you're patient and not too hasty, but at the same time you have to have a good rhythm and keep up with your pacing, otherwise when you do your jumps you're just going to fall right on top of these giants. See, like right here. I wanted to jump so bad, but I did not because I knew I would stomp right on the little mushroom head, the Goomba. It's amazing watching these, how much easier it looks than how much it was when I was actually playing it. Ugh, see that's probably the hardest part of the level. Making that jump and then bouncing back off the pipes. I think that part of the level had me throwing the controller around a few times. Good thing these gamepads are sturdy. Alright, looks like we're approaching the end of the level. There's that gold coin I missed again. And we're done.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
Now the next one, Big Air at Sundown, you are Mini Mario. You have to make it to the end goal without using the snake blocks that would normally carry you the rest of the way. The most difficult part of this level is probably being able to gauge where you're going to fall when little Mario bounces above you. One thing that's kind of nice about this level though is that you can use your little extra jump several times so you kind of glide through the air. Similar to School Mario, but still different. When we come up to this point, where it blasts us even higher in the sky. Can you tell I'm all too familiar with these levels? However easy it may look now, it was not easy at all while I was playing them. I think it took me 3 straight days to get through all of these. I'm talking like 24-hour rotations. So there's those Fire Bros again, which we will learn to hate from all of these challenges. I don't think we've ever really liked the Fire Brothers. Even from the old school Mario games, I remember they would piss me off a lot. And the Hammer Brothers. Those hammers would fall right on top of your head and then it's done. Over. Boom. We hit the flag and we are on to the next challenge. Good work, team. Let's carry on to Balancing Act. Oh god. Now this one was really frustrating. You have to stand on top of the wobble rock or be able to jump on it for 60 seconds. This one takes a lot of patience, and you really have to learn how to balance that rock because it's so easy for it to just shift to the other side and fall off. You have to know when to bounce and know when to balance to shift the weight from one side to the next. And obviously stay in the center as much as you can because then that obviously decreases the chances of it tipping over. Ugh, just watching this level makes me cringe, remembering it. Oh, see, I checked out at that point. And bounce on the wall, try and get as much seconds as you can, and end at 69. Conveniently. Okay, now we are on to Bowser's Airship Sneak. Now this is another one that probably looks easier than it is, and it actually took me some time to get through. Because you can't get any coins, and you can't... I don't know if you can actually hit the enemies or not. I don't think you can. And obviously they can't hit you, otherwise you're dead. And that goes for any challenge. Duh. So far this part of the level is pretty easy. Not so hard to tackle. Right here where it gets tricky, because you need to get enough momentum to jump to the next one. Oh my gosh, that was close. And then you need to go with this one and jump over the next hurdle, and there you go. From here, it's pretty downhill. Watch out for the giant balls flying at you. Cannons, rather. And there's your blue ring. Straight to safety. Clear.
Mario time.
Mario does his little dance, and we move on to Larry's Groundless battle. Of all the challenges, this is probably one of my favorite. Probably because it was one of the easier ones to beat. You can't touch the ground while killing Larry. So obviously you should use the walls here, so you can gain some friction while you wait for the waterfalls to pop back up again. And also be wary of when Larry pops in through those waterfalls, he can pop up and kill you right away when he's in your shell. And you go to wait for him, and Pam. Bam. He's dead. Or Pam. Wherever she is. No climbing allowed. There's another one that's pretty simple. It says you can't climb. I don't even think I tried to climb because you're Mini Mario, so you have the advantage of being able to jump really high and a really far distance, so you don't really need it. See right here, you just jump up and bounce off and just try and avoid the falling fireballs. So not too hard. Try and find shelter standing along the walls because the fireballs typically don't fall too close to them. This is the trickiest part of the level, predicting when those balls are going to fall and determining when to jump and slide against the wall before you jump onto the next platform. Take a few deaths, a few sacrifices of other Marios, but eventually, as you see, we got the gold coin finally, and the blue ring.